I think what he's talking about are habits. What habits define your life? Who are you day in and day out? We're a product of our habits. We're a product of our day-to-day choices. I know that when I follow the best practices, when I wake up at the right time, when I eat right, when I do things in the right order, when I'm disciplined about, screen time, when I do the practices or the habits that have made me who I am, I move forward. When I abandon those habits, that's when I regress and fall back. I've been writing about ancient philosophy, habits, becoming your best self more than a decade now. I've talked to everyone from the NBA to the NFL. So in today's video, I'm gonna give you a bunch of great habits from the ancient Stoics that you should integrate in your life, not tomorrow, not in the future, but right now. We know the Stoics were big on routine. Seneca says life without design is erratic. So some daily practices from the Stoics that everyone can use: wake up early, spend some time with a journal, think about value you can create for other people, for the world, concentrate like a Roman, Marcus Aurelius says, like the thing you're doing is the last thing you're doing in your life. Work for the common good. He says the fruit of this life is good character and acts for the common good. And then Seneca talks about putting your day up for review. At the end of the day, stop and think, what could I have done better? What can I improve? What difference did I make? How did I improve myself? And then as we go to bed, the Stoics say, think about that this was your last day on earth, your life is over. And then when you wake up the next day, you're grateful because it's all bonus time, it's all extra, you're playing with house money, and that's how the Stoics go through life.
I carry this coin in my pocket, just says memento mori on it. And on the back from Marcus Aurelius, he says, you could leave life right now, let that determine what you do and say and think. So Marcus Aurelius is the most powerful man in the world. And when you read Meditations, what is he talking about over and over again? How short life is, how unimportant he is, how quickly he's going to be forgotten after he dies. He says Alexander the Great and his mule driver both died, and they're both buried in the same ground. The same thing happens to both. He says, what good is posthumous fame? You're not going to be around for it. He's reminding himself that these things don't say anything about you as a person, and that if you start to get too high on your own supply, you're taking life too seriously and you're lying to yourself. The philosopher Bertrand Russell has a line that I remind myself of when I start to get stressed, when I feel that ego creeping up, when I get really, the belief that your work is terribly important is the first sign of an impending nervous collapse. Having some humility about what you do, about your place in the world, to me is a sign of healthy, well-adjusted maturity. Realizing that this is not a grand monument to yourself. We're all playing the game of life and business, and obviously you want to be a winner at it. Obviously you want things to go your way, but none of this changes really anything, and none of us know how long we're going to be here.
I do this one thing every single day, and you can see I'm a little sweaty right now. I just went on a long walk with my kids. This is the property there. We just went on this long walk around our property. We talked, we threw sticks, we told stories. We were just outside. There's this great expression from Nietzsche. He says, only ideas had when walking have any worth. And I think that's right. Even Seneca talks about how the mind must be given over to wandering walks. And so this is really important. For me, walking is physical activity. It is exercise, but it's really about letting my mind rest. I leave my phone at home. I leave my thoughts at home. I leave my work at home. And I just go outside and I walk. And I don't even consider it exercise. It's exercise for my mind. It's time I spend with my family. It's time I spend on my property. It's time I spend outdoors. It's time I spend practicing gratitude and appreciation. This is a thing I do every day without fail, whether it's in a parking lot or on a beautiful beach somewhere. I go outside and take a walk, and so should you. The Stoics have this concept of amor fati, a love of fate. You can hope nothing bad ever happens to you, or you can get to a place where you almost enjoy the challenge of things going sideways. I love what I do, whether it's in a pandemic or a time of peace. Like, I wake up in the morning and I look at this as something I get to do, not something I have to do, and I see the challenges for what they are, which is a chance to get better, a chance to grow, a chance to improve. That's the sort of Stoic mentality. To bring you back to that quote from Marcus Aurelius, he's saying, no, it's not unfortunate that this happened. It's fortunate that it happened to me and not someone else, he's saying. because somebody else would have been wrecked by it, right? Somebody else would have been knocked on their ass by it. Somebody else wouldn't have had the tools to deal with it that I have. When the computer eats the manuscript of the book I'm working on, I don't go, oh, this is the best. But I try to get to a place where I go, this is a challenge. This was chosen for me. I'm gonna choose to deal with it, and I'm not gonna let it break me. The primary emotion that you wanna bring to COVID, to traffic in the morning, to that horribly long staff meeting, all the things that we face in life is not reluctance, not even resignation, not even tolerance, but love, right? That's what Amor Fati is. Positive visualization is important. If you don't think you can do something, if you don't think something's possible, it's probably not going to happen. You're not going to win if you don't think you can win. But the Stoics also think that this positive visualization has to be paired with negative visualization, thinking about the bad things that could happen. The Stoics know that the law of attraction is horseshit, right? You're not manifesting anything in your life by thinking about bad things that can happen. You're actually mitigating the bad things by thinking about them, by preparing them. Seneca says war, exile, torture, shipwreck, all the lots of the human condition, all the potential things that could happen, they have to be in our mind so we can prepare for them, so we have a plan for them. The Stoics would rather be pleasantly surprised that the thing you negatively visualized didn't happen than unpleasantly surprised when it does happen. So the Stoic prepares. They do the premeditatio malorum. They prepare for the thing in advance. And the last year, COVID-19 has been a great example of what happens when people don't think about what could happen. You get fucked. Well begun is half done, as they say. So my morning routine, I think it's all about winning the morning. That's how you win the day. So my morning routine is really simple. I wake up early. I don't touch my phone for the first 30 minutes that I'm awake, minimum. I go for a long walk with my kids. Then I spend a few minutes in a journal. I pack my lunch for the day. I don't eat until 11 o'clock. I go to work and I do my most important creative task first. And only then do I eat, handle administrative stuff, check email, get into all that. So for me, it's wake up early, make before you manage, don't get sucked into the phone, spend some reflective time in the journal, and of course, some time with family. And that's how I win the morning to win the day. You say you don't have time to read, but you're watching this video. You do have time, you're just choosing not to make time. There are people way busier than you. Marcus Aurelius made time to read. Epictetus was a slave, he managed to read. You have time to read, you just have to make time to read. I read a lot, I promise I am almost certainly busier than you. I make time for it. If you want to read, you have to make time for it, right? It's not that we have a little bit of time, Seneca says, it's that we waste a lot of it. And you're wasting it right now. Put the phone down and go read. If you want to read, then do it. Make the time. You have to stop putting stuff off, right? You just have to stop putting stuff off. Marcus Aurelius says, you could be good today, but instead you choose tomorrow. Epictetus asks, how much longer are you going to wait to demand the best from yourself? Stop putting stuff off. There's this great Latin expression. It just translates to do it if you're going to do it. It's like the Nike slogan, just do it. Don't put it off. If it matters, if it's worth doing, do it now. Because the truth is now you have for certain. You don't know that you have tomorrow. It's arrogant to think that you can get to this next year. It's arrogant to think you'll do that when you retire. Now is now. Do it now. Don't put it off. Do it now. Vain is the word of the philosopher that does not heal the